Miami from Louisiana for plastic surgery in March died just days later.
NBC6 investigative reporter Amy Viteri found she is one of dozens who have died in Miami-Dade County after cosmetic procedures in recent years.
She spoke exclusively with the woman's sister who is sharing her loss, hoping to help others.
Miss Rosa was just 26 years old and had already accomplished so much.
Very bright and promising future.
She was serving her community as a police officer in the city of New Orleans. She also served her country overseas.
She had just come back from a deployment to Kuwait as a U.S. Army reservist.
Her sister, Ana Min Vasquez, says Rosa, the youngest of 5 siblings, had even bigger dreams for the future.
She wanted to work for the FBI. So she clearly had a plan.
But Vasquez says no one in the family knew about Rosa's plans to get cosmetic surgery when she told them she was taking a birthday trip to Miami in March. According to this invoice shared by her sister, the procedure included liposuction and fat transfer injections, commonly known as BBL, short for Brazilian butt lift. It shows Rosa paid $7,500 at Prestige Plastic Surgery Clinic on Coral Way. Vasquez says Rosa told the family about the surgery 3 days later on Saturday.
We have
this is crazy. So this is a young lady who, and she is young. She was only 26 years old. She seemed like she was providing a lot to the world. Like, she didn't seem like, somebody she wasn't just trying to get by on her looks. I don't even understand. Must have been maybe a self-esteem issue or something like that. I mean, she looks perfectly fine to me. Even if she was overweight, I would never recommend something like a BBL. Deaths aren't common, or unalivings aren't common in it, but it is a possibility. I think it's like 1 in 3,000 or 5,000 people get unalived from this surgery. It's an unnecessary surgery. It doesn't do anything but, make you look aesthetically pleasing, or it gives you an aesthetic look that you want. Sometimes it doesn't last. You may have fat reabsorption. It can get hard. You can get sepsis. You can get, fat embolisms. Pulmonary embolisms. You can get blood clots. You can get all types of things, have all types of complications. Even outside of just passing away, you may need additional surgeries to fix the damage that is done from the surgery. And that doesn't get really spoken about that often. And trying to find out the actual numbers on the people who get unalived from these situations or have to get other surgeries is really hard, because a lot of this isn't reported. You may go to a smaller clinic, and we just never hear a lot of the stories that go on. So the number could be higher than 1 in 3,000 or 1 in 5,000. And that doesn't also, you have to remember, it doesn't include any health complications that you may have received, any other surgeries that you have to have. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. And to not let your family or loved ones know, and then to just call them up afterwards. I have a feeling that her family would have probably tried to talk her out of it had they known, and she knew that, and that's why she didn't call them until it was over. I believe her reason for passing was a pulmonary embolism. So again, that's just one of the risks that comes along with it. And I don't know if you ever seen one of these surgeries, but if you are thinking about getting one, please look up what could possibly happen to you, and then look up a video of the surgery being performed, and you'll see people getting carved up. And I don't know if you want that to be you. I see the videos of people after they're done, they can't sit on their butts. They have to get. I seen this woman get loaded into the trunk of a car. I don't know how common that is. It's common for the driver, because the driver offers that service. I don't know how common that is for the people who get BBLs, but they loaded her into the truck with like a hatchback. She lifted the little hatch in the back and just wheeled her in like a casket, because she can't sit on her butt. And then you have to get on a plane. You have to wear these a body cast or a fupa or whatever that thing is called, and it's just really unnecessary. And I wish less people would do this. I wish people wouldn't give into societal pressures, or that they would seek maybe some type of therapy if they feel like they have body dysmorphia, which is a thing. Body dysmorphia is when you look in a mirror and you may be 115 pounds, but you look in the mirror, you see a really large person. And that's how you get like anorexic people. Like, body dysmorphia isn't new. Plastic surgery isn't new, but however, plastic surgery is at an all-time high now, given social media, and it's just becoming more and more popular amongst people, younger people. Got women 21 years old going to get a BBL. You haven't even fully grown yet. Like, you don't know what you're going to look like. And again, it's just not worth it. But let's get back into the video. See if there's any other.
Just that feeling in our guts, like something is wrong. I texted her and I said, I hope you're doing okay. You're enjoying your birthday. But there was no answer back.
By the following morning on March 23rd, Rosa was dead. According to this report from the Miami-Dade medical examiner, a friend staying with her at this short-term rental discovered her unresponsive and started CPR, but it was too late. The cause? A pulmonary embolism from blood clots associated with cosmetic surgery. An investigator noted it's a common complication, and there were no obvious signs of neglect.
I hate that I'm here because I'm having to talk about her in the sense of her not being here.
These notes from the medical examiner's investigation detail the hours and days following Rosa's surgery. According to her friend, she complained of extreme pain at a follow-up appointment the day after the procedure.
Things took a turn Saturday.
On Saturday, at a follow-up massage appointment, her friend said she was pale with dilated pupils and her lips were purple, adding she later complained of no sensation in her legs or feet.
I've been having complications today.
Details also described in this text message Vasquez says Rosa sent to a friend that night.
Her blood pressure dropped drastically, and I did not have circulation in my feet.
Warning signs Vasquez believes could have saved her sister's life.
That's the part that we have to live with because it was unnecessary for her to die.
NBC6 Investigates has learned over the last 3.5 years, the Miami-Dade Medical Examiner's Office has certified 25 deaths related to cosmetic surgery, involving several different doctors and clinics.
There have been too many deaths, too close together, to raise a huge flag and say, wait a minute. I want her death to be, if anything, a cautionary tale for those who are thinking of having these surgeries.
The medical examiner's office ruled the manner of death an accident. We spoke to a representative from Prestige Plastic Surgery by phone who told us they did not recall Wildelis Rosa's case. They did not answer our specific questions, but said they follow all protocols for safety before and after procedures. Amy Viteri, NBC6 News.
My boss thought I worked all weekend, but I just stopped using ChatGPT
Well, yeah, they're obviously going to give a generic statement and say that they follow all the procedures. They don't want to be sued. But yeah, this could have been prevented. Well, it seems like it could have been prevented. There were obvious signals or signs that something was going wrong. And if you have any type of health, if you can't feel your legs, if you're like, go to the doctor. That's BBL and no BBL, plastic surgery, no plastic surgery. Please head to the emergency room. If you're having trouble breathing, you haven't just go to the emergency room, get yourself checked out. Worst case scenario, you get sent home with a bill that you more than likely won't pay anyway. But hearts and my condolences to the family. Heart goes out to the family, and it's sad that to lose your sister, to lose your daughter. It's just crazy. But that was that. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm Gary from fitnesspersonnutrition.com, and I'll see you on the next video.